What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are finally back with some more Emberfell, Whispers from the Stars. Our D&D 5th edition campaign. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick. We have the full cast and crew, which is exciting. We've been putting this off a little while, trying to get everybody together. So everybody is present. And just to get us kind of kicked off and in the right mindset, we're going to do introductions because it's been so long. Let's get reacquainted with our characters. Let's start off with the most ecstatic of our bunch, Doobie 209.
Yo, I play Tristan Farrell, a wizard, elf.
Yes. Yes, he is. Just time things.
Yes,
Shenanigans.
that.
Sweet. Let's slide on down then to Andrea.
I am Zune Drow Bard, if we're being that short and sweet.
All right, let's do it. Yes, short and sweet. You know, recent convert to, the sculptor.
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm no longer a Drow. What am I? I'm Vampire.
A damn Vampire. You're still technically a drow. You're just not alive anymore. Let's slide on over to Jumbo Smooth.
Hello everyone, I'm Jumbo Smooth. I play Rogar, White Scale, Son of Amu. He is a big old dragon-born barbarian. We're level 18, in case you didn't know. So we're all pretty powerful at this point. I play a custom class made by our GM. So I've got some cool dragon effects that I can do, some breath attacks, extra armor for charisma things and such, and presence abilities. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got Javelin Lightning, he's got a Great Axe +1, and the Amulet of Drinking, or the Drunkard, lets him drink a lot of stuff, and Headband Intellect, which makes him smart, because he's dumb otherwise. But yeah, that's Rogar, Son of Amu.
Rogar, Son of Amu. Let's slide over to Kayla.
Hello, everyone. I play Velree. I am the original Vampire in this campaign.
Original OG. Yes.
Yes, also barbarian. Rogar has to say all the things that make him cool because he's not as naturally as cool as I am.
I think it's an accurate statement.
Yes, I have magic claws. And yeah, it's been a minute.
Yes, the superior barbarian, of course.
Yes.
Accompanied with her 4 undead handmaids. May they live
4.
Excuse me, 3.
3
undead handmaids.
That's right.
May they live on in perpetuity.
Oh.
Last but not least, the lovable Dan Decker.
I'm here to play Rizar.
He's
back. You come back with the mustache, huh?
It does.
Speaking of, wow. So we've got the 2 barbarians, but I was just looking at my sheet. Rizar, level 18 paladin, may as well. I'm sorry, cleric. May as well be a barbarian at this point with resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical items.
Got all the good things.
And resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. So, he's an Azamar, but he's burdened with the visage of a hobgoblin at the moment. Although, from time to time, as need be, his compatriots, they get to see the glory of the celestial Rizar. So, yeah, we're ready to rock and roll.
All right. Well, with that, since we are getting reacquainted, last we left off, because it has been a while, and some of us were not present for a few sessions, we did do an interesting little break where we got to see the outcome of Ackridge's Haven, which is ultimately the stop that you guys are on your way to make. If you can remember, oh so long ago, you were tasked with heading into the Frigid Wastes, heading north at the behest of Old Man Trist, who essentially gave you some vague directions on where you might possibly find the vessel, as it was called. The choices were either to move north into the Frigid Wastes or south into the Whispering Dunes. You chose the Wastes. The point on the map that was shown to you vaguely was the Plateau of Leng, having to make your way there. It's the furthest point north. For some reason, as the moon is beginning to reshape itself in Emberfell's atmosphere, the avenues of long-distance teleportation have become quite hazardous, preventing you from making a quick jump, forcing you to foot slog it like the good old days, having to move your way on foot here through the wastes. You did teleport as far north as you could, that being the Iron Fortress, where you ran into a very old acquaintance of the party, now Commander, once Captain Redclaw, a hobgoblin, red-nosed hobgoblin of some stature, some noble birth, that was somewhat almost banished to guard this one avenue of the massive barbarian hordes that spill out of the north through this pass. You were guests of Commander Redclaw, and he gave you supplies, outfitted you as best he could, gave you directions, even gave you what limited cartography map that they had available. Little is known out past Ackridge's Haven, but he gave you all these things in good confidence that you would give him word and news of the outcome of Ackridge's Haven, as he has not heard from them in quite some time, before the barbarian horde even has begun to assail the Iron Fortress. The horde itself, you guys ran into a little bit, outskirting it, trying to move around it as best you could, finding that it was full of strangely warped and twisted beings that quite obviously were not like that. They seemed touched by raw ember in some way as it saturates the landscape where you are currently. And as you maneuvered around, seeking a decent pathway towards Ackridge's Haven, you were ultimately, it wouldn't really call it an ambush. You kind of stumbled into a hazardous encounter with three, what can only be described as abominable creatures that sprung forth from beneath the snow, which you easily dispatched, I might add, before hearing noises close by as you are in close proximity of Ackridge's Haven. In addition to the Haven proper, we got to play the members of Ackridge's Haven's retinue. Specifically, they're pretty much an all-goblin crew, with the exception of the leader, who was a hobgoblin. And there was a bugbear that nobody played. But regardless, though, we got to watch how the fall of Ackridge's Haven happened. And I'm looking forward to picking up where we left off with that. So, we are picking up as you are traveling to the Haven, as you guys had rested, gotten a short rest in at least. It is still technically daylight, and you are moving in the direction of the Haven itself. What is concerning is that as you approach, you do see smoke on the horizon, behind the kind of sparse trees that you guys are coming across. I wouldn't call this a dense forest, but there are places where there are a fair amount of mostly dead foliage and trees bushed up together that kind of break the very bland winter landscape that you are trekking through. As a further reminder, there is almost this perpetual, almost like whiteout atmosphere where you can only see so far ahead of you. Almost like, I don't know if you guys have ever played Silent Hill or seen the movie, kind of like that. Very limited lines of sight here. But you do see the smoke as you are getting closer. And you are free to do as you please. But I'll speak up.
Oh no, our leader left.
Never realized how much we relied on him.
I would say something that Rogar would say, but I don't know what Rogar would say.
I say we
He
move
is
away from the
here.
smoke.
Yeah.
Don't go towards it. Don't investigate.
What?
You don't
Don't
think we should?
investigate it.
You don't. That's so unlike us. We usually head right into bad
It's
things.
because Rogar's like, let's go help whoever. Usually we don't give a shit.
Well, that's true. It's true.
Well,
Should we go investigate the smoke?
well, first off, do I still stink? And also, is my cat still out?
I can tell you that, your resident time wizard can instantly clean all of you as needed.
Okay. Even that, like,
I was
mentally,
about to say, don't
mental
we have like a?
breakdown smell.
Oh, that
That's
was
the digit.
short term.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was short term, so it lasted a couple minutes, and then it kind of fell
Figured out.
back. So all of you guys that were suffering from any of those, one might call them stressful infractions, they have
Yeah.
somewhat reset, with the exception of Tristan Burrell, who does not have any eyes as due to his insanity.
I can still give him eyes.
No eyes.
You want me to give you mistress?
That's funny.
He won't take them from you. Don't even try. What are you thinking?
Can I do it without his permission? Just force eyes upon him.
I
Just make him have.
I don't even know how
eyes.
it works.
are you talking about the cloak?
No, I'm talking about using that big diamond I created with Wish.
To try to regrow some eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Well,
always attempt.
Wasn't that diamond tainted? Was like the.
It
Yeah.
was.
He wasn't risking it.
They'd be fine. Nothing bad would happen.
It'd be fine.
That's
What's the
fine.
worst that could happen? He's already blind. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could-
I was thinking with that
It's
ember
fine.
being a part of that diamond, that is probably the component that we need to undo this otherworldly. I remember it being mentioned
Yeah.
that it needed to be something really special and weird to fix it. But okay,
You can always
I guess.
find out.
Maybe we'll give him cool magic eyes, you know?
Maybe. You want some cool magic eyes, Trist?
Anthony never gives you anything that is cool and
How dare
free
you.
of curses.
I mean,
How
it'll
dare
be
you!
cool. It'll be
Well,
cool. Just
okay,
might not
fine.
come without consequences.
So Rogar, there is smoke over there. I think we can report back that we found smoke. And yeah.
Well, thankfully we have one of the greatest investigators in the world with us. Well, let's take a closer look.
You heard the
I
man, Chris.
I could turn into mist and sneak up there too, right?
You
Oh,
can.
that makes more sense.
Do what you will.
Oh, misty.
Velree, you're gonna miss out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget how you do it though. I just remember it's
It's
a thing.
just it's an action
Okay.
to force yourself. It's part of your
Do I-
new set of abilities.
Okay, I don't need to like check off anything.
No, you can
Okay.
just do it. It takes a minute to turn back into your normal self, but outside of combat, that's not an issue, obviously. So, you force yourself into your misty visage. I will remind you that you actually still keep your shape. Like, you just look like you've kind of taken on a misty, whimsy, kind of opaque form, and you can fly.
Hell yeah, bro.
As Velree just kind of takes on this shape, and she actually blends in quite well with the kind of white out surroundings at this point. As Velree, you kind of move, drifting upwards towards what you can see is definitely a dynasty outpost of some kind. This is quite obviously Ackridge's haven. You can see that it looks like there was a fire. A decent fire at that, as it appears the main structure is pretty much burned in its entirety. It's smoldering. That's the smoke that you are able to see right now. It doesn't look like this happened. It looks like this happened a little while ago, like probably the day before, maybe a couple days before. It's still smoldering. There's nothing to really put it out. Despite the cold, something is keeping it somewhat warm. You can also see there are remnants of a secondary building that are kind of like shattered. They don't look burned, though. They look almost blown apart. There's a massive stone wall that has been broken in on one side. And you do see what you being so something you're used to seeing. You would see the equivalent of old blood stains, kind of like coagulated in the snow itself. They're very dark, as if they are quite old. That's what you see, Velree.
How close am I to? How close can I get?
As close as you want.
Yeah. No signs of anyone, any people around though. Just
there appears to be no movement. There is a perception test that needs to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating so much.
It's fine. Oh, God, he's back. Look at him. Flipping around. Cameras all over the place.
24.
Oh, okay. That is very good, I might add.
Yes.
So, with that, Velree, you notice, for one thing, that there is a cellar. There's a cellar door near the burned up building. It looks to be closed. You also see depressions in the snow. From your kind of aerial view, you get a better look than you would on the ground. A very large creature, or shape or something, has made depressions in the snow right around the haven itself. And they move towards the shattered and broken building. And then they disappear.
They disappear.
You don't see them going anywhere else. You see them moving from the burnt up main structure, moving to the broken, smaller building.
But it would have been too big to enter the building, right?
Well, the building's destroyed and collapsed. There doesn't appear to. It's just a pile of rubble, essentially.
Right. Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I'll report that back, but I don't see anyone immediately. It sounds strange. I don't like it. I'll report back.
Okay.
Any ideas what that could have been? Like, why magically disappeared into the structure, the building, footprints? I was masking the party.
And I'll say they didn't look like footprints. They look like what's the word? Like large dragging like trail.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, a whole host of reasons why we don't see a trail from the structure itself. 1 second. I have a child who is cooing. I'll be back.
There you go.
Okay. The wife's getting. Okay. He could have teleported, perhaps. I find that unlikely with this area. It could have dispersed in some fashion. Been devoured by something larger. Could have wings for all we know, could have flown away. It's tough to tell. We'll probably have to give it a closer look, just to be sure. I assume we all want to take a closer look.
Of course you do, Rogar.
Well,
I'm gonna put a tarp over Trist's head.
it doesn't matter. That's just as good, you know what I mean? It's Commander Redclaw. Was it Commander Redclaw? That was his
Yes.
name? Redclaw,
Mhm.
yeah. Commander Redclaw deserves to know. He's an honorable man.
Okay, I don't really know Commander Redclaw. I mean, like, he seemed nice enough, but he just asked for a report, right? It seems like there's not a lot to be done here, right?
I mean-
True.
But, I mean, we're standing, I assume, yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very far.
Like-
Several more yards away, because that looks like a whole lot of I don't want that. I mean, were you here when we all lost our minds and I started just suddenly stinking while we were fighting those things that we couldn't kill with anything but fire? Were you here for that, Rogar?
Was I
Or
there
were
for
you
that?
in the moment?
You were there for that.
Was I there?
I mean,
You were here.
You were
I
present.
think I was inside. I think I was inside Trist's home. Like, everyone wasn't out.
No, this was traveling.
This was just
Oh.
before we left, or before we went on hiatus.
Too late. He can't remember
Okay.
anything. He's a blank slate.
Okay. I'm a blank slate. I'm a null, you know.
It's done.
I think it's safe to assume something horrible happened here. We know what happened. The buildings got burned and destroyed, and something huge disappeared.
I saw no
And-
bodies, right? No bodies at all.
You just saw blood stains. You didn't see any
Bloodstains.
corpses.
And whatever it is, it ate the bodies. I mean,
Soon, as a storyteller and a keeper of lore, perhaps this is a opportunity to find a new tale that you can spin.
sometimes I
Yeah.
can just spin my own piece of it, and I can make up my own story, which usually sounds a little bit better, especially when you're still alive to tell it. So let's just go back, tell him what we saw, or what Velree saw, and we'll just call it a day.
I believe
Didn't ask
we
him
were
to kill
supposed
anything.
we were just going to move on past it. Like, we were going to look at it, like, investigate, and then move on past, and then our way back. I
No.
assumed, right? Or were you
You
just
were
going there
told
and then
that
head
the
back?
only means of communications that appear to function up here
Mhm.
are divine.
Oh yes, so
And,
Rosier can just communicate.
Rosier was supposed to send a message to Captain
Yes,
Redclaw,
okay.
allowing him to know what has taken place.
Something in place. Okay.
Desire, take a memo.
I sent that message, didn't I?
I mean, you can now.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you did, you did. All right, so now he knows.
He knows what
Yay.
exactly.
Exactly. What? Yeah. Exactly. What
Exactly
are you
what
guys
he
going to
asked
tell?
about.
I assume his question will be, "Well, what happened?" And we will say,
Big
Ah.
burn, big
Ah.
crash, dragging
Yeah.
body, blood stain.
I mean, it's possible we go investigate Rogar and still
Rosier,
not know
you are-
exactly what happened.
I mean,
Or there's a trap and we all die.
Chris can't see. He can't look.
look at him. He's got more investigative skill than his pinky than the rest of us put together.
We
That's right.
can't see.
What do you need, Rogar, huh?
It's not about what he can see, but what he can feel. Right, Trist?
Oh, I'll be quite honest with you. I completely forgot what we were doing up here.
Damn it, Trist. You're
Damn it.
still like mine. Oh.
See, he's even losing his mind. We need to just move along.
I'm
That's
having dreams
what it
of goblins shooting themselves and getting eaten by monsters.
That sounds like an omen. Ugar, if you want us to do this, we can do this, but just be aware when something horrible comes out and tries to kill us, it'll be the biggest I told you so ever, and you will never hear the end of it. Are you prepared for me?
I feel like I've been the bearer of that type of burden for a long time.
Burden, you
so
said.
let us sally forth once more.
I will make this the worst. You're welcome, Rogar. Fine, let's go.
As always, Zune, thank you.
Okay.
I take Trist by the hand.
Yes, lead him. Yeah, you lead him down
Come along,
to the
Trist.
encampment.
Is he a walking stick or anything? Does he have a staff?
I mean, you could easily
staff?
find a stick if you want to give
Does
him
he
a
have
stick.
a quarterstaff? Or is he staffless?
He's never used one.
Oh, he's never used one. Okay, he's staffless. All right.
You know, he's got that extra sight now. You know.
Would you borrow an old man from his
I can take him
staff?
So, as you move down into the haven itself, first thing that you notice is that there is a almost rustling noise coming from the cellar. There are just, and besides that, there are just the standard kind of like pops of like a dwindling fire from the destroyed wreckage of the central building.
Desire, can you go check the cellar?
Of course, huh? Go down and check the cellar.
Rosiah will go check the cellar.
Of course, huh?
Great.
You want an investigation?
No, Rosiah, you approach the cellar.
Yeah.
It's closed. There is a almost like a bolt latch that is latched.
I can attempt to open it.
You move to open it. It's stuck pretty damn good. It's frozen, but with enough effort, you're strong enough. With enough effort, you snaps it free easily, and then able to lift the cellar door. You see a very tight set of stairs leading downward into complete darkness.
Ooh. Well, we might need a torch or someone with dark vision to come take a look.
Or, you can produce like light.
Oh yeah, I can just make a light.
You can just make light.
I am somewhat of a radiant being.
You are.
So I will do my little light. Boom. On my finger.
Yes. Just make a little bit of light.
Yeah.
Wait, did we long rest between our encounter and the last time we played and now?
You would have had a short rest.
Short rest. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, Rosiah, you take a few steps downwards when the rustling noise is a little bit louder. You hear a few things get knocked over. Down here below, you see that this is a storage of some kind. They appear to be shelves of supplies, of equipment, and various other things that would be necessary for this Haven research station to function. A lot of the shelving units have been knocked over, as if there was like a scuffle down here. And you hear something rustling further in.
What kind of rustling?
You just hear like kind of like movement, like things get knocked over, scratching noises as well.
Let's see. I want to take a couple of steps down to investigate the rustling noises, because Brazire's not the smartest.
Brazire disappears into
It's
the
very
cellar.
handsome and very strong, but he's not too bright, huh?
You begin to walk down. It's tight down here.
Yeah.
The first thing you begin to notice, Brazire, is that there are what can only be described as almost kind of like calligraphy across the walls. Various strange shapes and lines connected together in bizarre ways. As you look at them, they appear to be written in blood, dried. None of them make sense. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Sire.
Oh, excellent. I'm good at these. 22.
22, no problem. As you're looking at them, you feel a certain hesitancy to study further. As you're beginning to grasp the concept of what all of these things mean, your mind necessarily shields itself, as to study into depth might bring upon madness.
Madness, you say?
Indeed.
So, we need Trist to come down the stairs.
Sure.
He's already mad.
But as you kind of like gird yourself and step away from the strange hieroglyphic symbols, when you hear a grunting noise as a tall figure raises up behind you, Messiah.
Oh no.
You turn. You see towering over you an 8-foot-tall bugbear wearing nothing but what looks like a tattered remnants of a loincloth. And there are the same symbols have been dug all over his flesh, every inch of his flesh. He's actively bleeding from many wounds.
He's the one who's drawn all the pictures on the wall.
His eyes are bloodshot, wide open, as he looks at you, Brazire. And what do you do?
Let's see. Well, I don't speak bugbear, but since I'm a bit whimsical and I'm a healer, I'm like, oh, hello, friend. It looks like you could use some healing. I'm a cleric. I can take care of you.
He seems somewhat unintelligible. As he rushes towards you, Brazire.
Oh, that's not good.
But he pushes past you.
Oh.
It looks like he's making a break for the open cellar door.
Uh-oh. I may have unleashed a thing.
What do you want to do, Brazire?
I'm going to chase after it, yelling to my friends, something is coming! I may have let something out of the cellar that should not have been.
Quickly emerging from the cellar is a
Zone!
almost naked bugbear with these strange carvings all over his body.
Lovely.
He explodes outwards into the courtyard of the haven. All of you relatively close by, wide-eyed, looking around, staring. He immediately spins on his heel and begins running northward. Unless you guys are doing something.
Don't really have a reason to stop him.
Do you think we should shoot at it?
What? Why? Why would we shoot at this poor naked man?
He didn't seem to have
No,
much
you're not
going
Vogue
on.
anymore. Stop.
It's true. It's
He
true.
runs to the
He's the only
wall.
one who knows what happens here. Stop him.
He runs to the wall. He reaches up. He's grabbing the wall, and he's like in one fluid motion, pulling himself up and over.
Rogar's gonna chase him if no one else is gonna chase him, and try to detain him.
Okay, Rogar.
I'll fly over there too, I guess.
Are you still missed, Velree?
I assume
You
so.
can't do anything if you're missed.
Oh, you can't.
I'll get
Yeah,
some
you can't physically interact as
I'll get some
missed.
parchment out for the good story Rogar promised me, and I'll just start writing down what I see.
Rogar takes off. Rogar, you are faster than him.
Okay.
Velree, do you want to try to demist? Okay, it's gonna take a while because you have to focus on it, and then you slowly turn in corporeal. Rogar, however,
My wife might have to roll for me. She might have to go roll on my computer.
well, you know, I can also do it if necessary.
Okay.
Rogar, you can easily catch up to him. You catch up to him as he's about to jump over the wall. He looks back at you. You notice the strange glyphs across his body, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, someone had to make one for me then. Either Velree or DM.
Oh, I didn't realize I have to go to your computer. Okay, let's let the
I
DM
got it.
do it. Okay.
I got it.
Okay. I can't see what happened, so you have to tell me.
It'll be great.
I don't have a great
Wisdom-
wisdom score. It's
Wisdom
0.
save. It is a 0 for you.
Yes, +0.
Yeah, you rolled an 11. That is.
Is that enough? I am over 10.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's not. But we're gonna
Okay,
roll a D100 for you.
Okay. Well, D100. Tell me what the number is, please.
It's gonna be a 36.
36. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Sure. Yeah, sure it is. We're gonna roll a D10.
D10. All right.
A 3.
3. Is that good? Is it bad?
So,
Do I smell like poop?
as you approach him, he looks at you and he opens his mouth. In unison, Rogar, you open your mouth, and the madness inside you bursts forth as haunting screams reverberate the air.
Oh,
You scream so loud
shit, bro.
that it begins to rupture the eardrums of those around you.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately, Velree said she was coming towards you.
Well, you said it would take a minute for me to demystify.
That's true.
You know?
That is true. You know, she's demisting. She's demisting. So the only other person there is himself. He's gonna have to make a con save. Roll for that.
Oh, we're screaming at each other?
Yes, indeed. He failed.
Okay. Poor guy.
S- with that in mind, he failed. I don't think you can fail this. The con
What do I
save's
have to
a 12,
Be tough for me, too.
and it is
yeah,
it's a 13. I'll do it just in case.
Okay.
I feel like you're gonna be fine. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
28, you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
All right, so he's gonna take 16 points of thunder damage as his
Shit.
ears begin to bleed from the scream. He clutches at his head as he tumbles over the wall. You have a short-term madness, Rogar.
Okay.
From
Am I
approaching
just still
figure.
screaming?
You are actively
Right.
screaming, and you will be for the next 3 minutes.
And
Can we hear? We can hear Rogar.
You can hear him. You can see him.
Yeah.
Just like wide mouth, just this horrendous torrential cry.
God damn it.
We look at Zoom and be like, you were right. Once again.
Do I have Do I have
I'm
my
gonna jot that
faculties?
down and
You do have your faculties because you rolled good enough. You don't
Okay.
you haven't like completely lost your mind yet, but
Okay.
you cannot speak while you are screaming.
Sure.
I'll
Can
hear a
I
whistle.
can I can I detain him? Can I try to like tie him up?
You're gonna hop over the wall and try to grab him again.
Yeah, I mean if I'm just sitting here
Sure.
screaming,
You you grab a hold of the wall, you hop over it, and because
Uh-huh.
you failed the first time, you have to roll again.
Oh boy.
So
All
let's
right.
make another wisdom save for you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's a
Just
6.
screaming the whole time.
That's another fail. So this is gonna add up.
Oh boy.
I'll
Oh
roll this
boy.
other D100 for you. Let's get
Another
this. Let's just
D100. Another
let's knock
D100.
these out. 62. That's
Let's do it.
worse.
Oh
That's a lot
no.
worse. Let's roll the
Oh no.
D10 here.
The higher it goes, the worse it is.
Yes,
Sure.
it is.
Sure, Joe.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's not good, bro. That's not good.
It is not. It's not good. This time your body breaks down under the insanity.
Okay. Okay.
However, because you rolled so low on the other table, as your body is breaking,
Oh boy.
you hunch over, clutching at your stomach. Your eyes begin to like burn rapidly. However, a strange film begins to exude across your white scales, green. And technically, you are immune to the poison condition for the next 4 minutes.
What a wild table. What a wild table. It's just from screaming to mucus.
Oh, you're still
Detection.
screaming as well. You have 2
Yes,
short-term madnesses.
I would
If you
like to tie him up.
if you get another one, you will be graduating to the long-term madness table.
Can I? So it's just the symbols on his body, right? His naked body.
Mm-hmm.
If I close my eyes, can I? I have blind sense. Is why I
true.
asked.
As you're screaming?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I close my eyes and try to tie him up?
Try to tackle him?
Yeah.
All right. Following your hunterly instincts, give me an attack roll at. I will say this will be at disadvantage.
Well, I have my blind sense, bro.
I don't care about your blind sense.
I can see and hear in the darkness and
I don't care.
smell.
I don't care. I don't care
Hunter
about
like
it.
instincts. All right. Well, you have to roll for me.
I know I have to roll everything for you, so it doesn't matter what you say.
Roll for
Damn
me.
it. I gotta find your weapons. Actions. Here we
I'm
go.
not trying to kill him. Just trying
Unarmed
to
strike.
Yep.
Disadvantage. That's 12.
The 12?
It's 12. It's gonna miss. Sorry.
Hmm.
You reach out, try to snatch him up, keeping your eyes closed. You hear the creature just running off, the man, the bugbear, running off further north. He gets out past the range of your normal senses.
30 feet.
Yes. Are you going to open your eyes to pursue?
Well, at 30 feet, would I be able to
Oh wait,
symbols?
you're still screaming.
Yes. Sitting there screaming.
Well, Rogar,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't make it 30 feet
Does he die?
because you hear a sickening thud
Oh
in
no.
the snow as you're still actively just screeching.
Oh god. Well, yeah, I stopped him. Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit there for the next couple minutes while I ooze pus and scream.
Yep.
Is
anybody approaching this harrowing scene?
I need Zoom to describe the situation because all I hear is people screaming.
Oh, describe it with every ounce of detail I can muster. Between the fits of laughter, He's naked. He's screaming now. He's chasing him over the wall. Oh my god, he just killed him on accident.
It did
He
in fact
sure
happen that
showed
way.
me.
Okay. Well,
Is anyone going to spare the dying on this movie? I don't have that.
if you guys are getting close, Rogar is screaming, and you will be making Constitution saves every time you get within 30 feet of him.
How far away is this situation?
I'm going to say probably
What kind of
at
effect is
least 100
Rogar
feet
under?
or so.
How many feet?
Well, he's under insanity.
There's
His
anything I
mind
can
is
do to help?
broken. Yeah, there's
What about
nothing
a
I
lesser
can do.
restoration?
Sanity.
That's not going to help for Zion.
Oh, come on.
How far away is everyone from us?
Rogar's about 100 feet away from you guys. If you
Okay.
guys approach within 30 feet of him, you will be making con saves or having your mind shatter.
We just gotta wait it out, right? Like he'll stop screaming.
He'll start
I'm gonna-
screaming in 4 minutes.
I'm gonna
Oh,
grab
yes.
Razire and have him follow me. It's time.
I'm following you.
So when I get within 60 feet of Rogar, I'm going to cast Polymorph on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn him into a rat.
A rat.
Make a wisdom
is-
saving throw.
Is Rogar willing for this to happen?
Probably not. But it's a wisdom saving throw of 20.
Okay.
So imagine a little rat going, sorry.
I don't think he can pass the save. He would have to roll a natural 20.
What if I roll a natural 20, bro?
You know what? Fine. I'll
Sure.
roll it for you. There we go. You failed.
He is now
with a 15.
Crap. Can I get close to him now without my eardrums blowing
No.
out?
Am I
You
still,
can't.
am I still
He's still
screaming?
screaming.
It's
Damn
in rat
it.
form.
He's in rat form, and now his intelligence is almost nothing. So, Rogar, I'm going to flip a coin here.
Damn it, Anthony,
Oh, yeah.
don't
Do
you
it, baby.
On a 1, you're going to run towards your friends.
Screaming.
On a
Yeah,
2,
rat.
you'll run out into the wilderness,
Oh my god.
trying
Oh,
to
we've
escape
lost
from
Rogar.
the
How long
attacks
does
made against
polymorph
you.
last?
Am I still poison resistant?
You are poison resistant. You keep all the effects. It doesn't.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't leave.
It's a snakes out there or something. I don't know.
It's a 2, Rogar.
It's a 2. All right.
Rogar immediately returns into rat form. As he's screeching with his little rat voice, he spins on his heels and runs north past the corpse of the dead bugbear and just begins to. As he's just running out into the wilderness, you're losing sight of him. You can't
someone
hear
could
his
shoot
horrible
me.
screeches though, as he's running off.
Someone could shoot me and break the polymorph if they wanted to. You know?
We're gonna
Zoom
tell
can
Zoom
choose to just drop it at any point if he wishes.
Dude's like, nah, I would never.
Just let him go.
Can I dissipate it?
Let it be free. You know?
Can I dissipate it at will, or do I have to wait the hour?
No, you can just
She's
dissipate
running off. I'm going to dissipate it.
This is what Rogar always wanted. He told me.
You look at
He wants to be
talking about
free.
the north.
It's about another 60, 70 feet out, just out in the wilderness, and then goes back to himself.
Well,
Still
Is
screaming.
he far enough away from the other guy now to where
I'm
we can
gonna-
try to heal him?
I'm gonna be trying to like hold my hands out and like keep them away, just like waving away and stuff. You know, like,
Frankenstein it.
you know.
So,
Why is he
Um,
waving at us?
are you trying to get to Rogar, or are you trying to
can't
get
see
to the
that, Tris, you
body?
blind bastard.
I'm getting it to the body. I'm trying to get Razire to spare the dying or heal this poor.
This man is dead. As you approach, every round, so every like couple seconds, he was taking thunder damage from Rogar screams, which he failed immediately. So he died within seconds after he passed out. So he is dead, like dead. And
Do you need me to investigate the body?
I will say,
Off to our
This man's
typical-
dead.
I'm going to say
Dead Jim.
that Zune, how close are you getting to the body?
I think this man's dead.
Well, after seeing the whole screamy nuttiness,
Mhm.
I'm going to keep my distance
Okay.
because I don't know what's going on there. I
Yes.
was trying to do everything from far away.
Yes, indeed.
But I see Rogar waving his arms around, screaming far away. So I'll take a hint. I'm gonna write down every last line of this. It's gonna be a great song. And I guess we just wait. So
A few minutes pass. Rogar begins to quiet. His voice is probably a little hoarse at this point. His roar, I should say. Quiets down, contemplatively looks out to the wilderness, contemplating his time as a rat. How simple it was.
It was. There was some peace in it, you know, some
I'm gonna yell to him, "Well done,
simplicity.
Rogar. You did it."
It's true. Your scales are no longer weeping the green pus, Rogar, that gave you
Yes.
immunity to poison damage.
Right. Has a cool effect.
You were right. At least we can now report there were no survivors.
Thank you, Zoom. Thank you. I'll kind of explain to him the symbols made me see things and do things, cursed things.
Does calligraphy always do this to you, Rogar?
Some
Well, wait a minute.
profane writings.
Is this similar to the writing that, well, from what he's describing, is this like the writing from, remember when we found that teleportation helmet like years ago? And
Yes.
Oh boy, do I.
yeah, didn't we find books with writing and calligraphy and all of the
You did.
craziness? Does
No,
this
boys
look
are
like that?
Does this look a lot like the
I'm gonna hate doing this.
the writing form of a goat-headed shaped young man,
Yeah.
Gilbert?
Gilbert,
Remember?
Well,
Gilbert.
It is quite similar, Zoom.
Moog shot him in the head.
Moog
Yeah.
did shoot him in the head, killed him.
One tap.
then dug his body up. Read him. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
So it does have some quite a few similarities. So, well, you might think that this might be the same text in some way.
Is the cat still out?
Don't believe you.
Those-
Did you summon the thing with many tails?
During that last battle, and he refused to help me. He just sat there and watched.
Kind of sat there and watched it in all its glory. The thing with many tails would have slunk back into its hidey hole after the fight.
Hmm.
Inside your loot.
Trust. I don't. Can you, if things are dark enough, can you look at this writing without it making you go, I don't know, worse?
We can find out.
Okay. I'll throw his tarp over him, move him towards the body.
Oh God!
It helps me work.
It helps him work. He's like a horse with his blinders on. He's getting really focused as he gets close to the corpse.
I'm not looking at the corpse, like not directly.
Zune's closing his eyes as you're like, oh shit, gonna stumble over some things probably. But you get to the body, buried halfway in the snow. Trist, with your devil sight, looking over the corpse. Give me a wisdom saving throw. $15. Trist, as you're looking at it, your mind is a bastion. It holds true as you easily keep your wits about you Only a feeble creature would succumb to breaking in this
I'm
moment.
strong of mind and will.
You're strong of your will is strong, Trist.
With what I've had to live through,
It's true.
my
You've
disabilities,
exactly your many disabilities.
things were not given to me easily like others.
like exactly. You've had to earn your way here, and you're able to withstand the presence of this strange writing. As you're looking at it, Trist, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I was a 1. 18.
18. With an 18, there seems to be a pattern to the writing. You're not exactly sure what it means. You can't decipher the language, but you do see a pattern, at least. And you take a mental note of said pattern. Jot it down as possibly important. But you don't gain much else. The corpse appears to be have no form of identification or any other belongings or anything on it outside of what looks like a very slender, almost like prison shank that was more than likely used to carve the symbols into his own flesh, as it is stained with old blood. That's kind of just clutched in one of his hands.
Rip the tarp off my head. My job here is done. This man is dead.
There you go.
I'm gonna yell back to Rogar, he's dead! Triss confirmed it.
Rogar killed him.
Yeah, I find out who the murderer is. It's Drogon.
Wouldn't be worth like speaking to dead for this guy or anything, you think?
Would you like to
I
try,
would want to.
Rosario?
He might scream at us.
His head off screaming.
Unfortunately, I don't have that spells. You know?
Triss does, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Too
you
bad, I
don't
don't
get to
want him
have any
screaming
fun
at me.
there. Yeah, you don't get to have any fun there with that one.
It's like that son from Rick and Morty.
Well, I guess we'll walk back to Rogar.
Does he want to speak with Dead with him? Triss, surely you could talk to him about it.
I mean, he's not going anywhere, Rogar. Feel free. Let's just get out of here.
Did you cut off his head?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go back and cut off the head. Try to do it while not looking.
Well, Triss can do it. I mean, he's...
I'm gonna cut off his head without looking.
Just, grab the top and just start sawing.
Just
Can
sawing.
feel it.
Just sawing.
I don't have the strength to really.
Yeah, you're not that strong either, Zune.
Yeah,
Just throw that out there.
Not as strong as Rogar, who just told me, "Why aren't you with the head?"
I might lose my sense of madness.
You can't resire, just rip it off.
If someone could cover him up with a cloak of some sort, I can go over there. Chop, chop.
It's not big enough.
Why do we have to cover him up?
He's 8 feet tall.
So
He's
I
big.
don't-
I mean, he's a bugbear. He's
Cover it in
large.
snow, perhaps, or oh.
I mean, Resire could just go up and do it because he passed his wisdom save, unlike
Yeah.
Resire.
the majority of
That's
you.
true. And I have a
So,
centaur, so I'll go relieve
That's
the
great.
shoulders of its head.
Thanks,
Okay.
Resire.
You chop the head off of the bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
There are symbols all over
And
the
then
head.
for a
on your
moment, I
back.
take a flashback to a previous bugbear whose head was unceremoniously taken off of his shoulders. I don't know why. He was probably pretty cool, though.
This head also is covered in symbols, like all the flesh was covered. So
What's the point of that then?
you cut off his head. I'm not sure what you're gonna do with it.
Speak with Dad.
I give it to Rogar for the bag of holding.
You bring it towards Rogar. Okay.
We're really kicking it out.
Look at
All right,
the-
Rogar. Yeah,
That's
you
exactly
bring the
it.
head, Rosire, you hold it out.
Rogar's closing his eyes and he sees his eye come
Okay,
forward.
there we go. All right, and you place the head in the bag of holding. Understood.
Yeah. It's just my bag of holding. You know, as you
Disappears
do,
from view.
in case we need it. Why did we want that soon?
I did not want it. Rogar wanted it.
Oh, okay. Well, now we have it.
Speak with Dad, damn it. You're the one who suggested it, Rosire.
It's true. It's true. We can just speak with the head later.
Damn it.
Exactly. You just talk to it later.
That works.
It's gonna be great.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's all we need.
Gaslight. Was my idea.
It won't at all be freaked out by the fact that it's just a head now. And
I will-
it
totally
does have a
want to
feeling
talk
at that
to us.
point.
Yeah, I will remind you, Rosire. I hope you have your sending spell ready. Yes.
What? I had something. What did I? We talked about this. What was I going to use to send that?
I think it's called sending.
Hmm.
Hold please.
Well, it looks like our investigation continues. Hey, Trist?
Correct you are, Rogar.
Rosire. Oh, you're
Just can't. Well, once he gets his teeth in an investigation, he's like a Doberman. He doesn't let go. You know?
God.
Should we see
He's
if
going to
there's...
hold on to it, right?
Exactly.
Should we check and see if there's anything else in the cellar before we leave?
It is oh no, sending's the short one, isn't it?
Sending's the one that can talk to anybody.
Yes, sending. It's a 3rd level spell.
Do I have it?
You do. I mean, you have it. You just don't. You might
Have
not
access
have
to it.
prepared.
Okay. Let me do that.
You can manage your spells.
Yes.
Normally, you do it when you long rest. You would know that you would need this. So if you want
I
to
would
just
have already
flip some
done
spells
it.
around, you can do that.
Yes.
Because you need to send a message to Captain Redclaw.
But let's see. We're not going to make a 3rd spell.
To
Daylight is not helping any of us right now. So,
to expedite the investigation of Ackridge's
Mhm.
haven. You find nothing of import that could be salvaged within the main structure. It's pretty much anything that was important was burned.
sending has been sent.
Because, some of our goblin crew got a little zealous with their flamethrowers. And
We all shit ourselves.
most of it's gone. You will notice when investigating the smaller structure that Velree saw the large track going towards, that as you pull aside just a little bit of the rubble, you can see that there is what looks like a tunnel has been dug or eaten or formed below the rubble, and it just goes down into the earth deep.
How big is this tunnel?
It is about 25 feet wide.
Okay.
It is very large. It takes up pretty much the entire bottom of the structure. It looks like the rubble was just kind of like holding in place on top of it.
What time of day is it?
I guess we're going in.
Hard to tell. It is
That's a spiritrist.
possibly getting late towards the night.
I think we should all have a nice nap before we save any more people, Rogar.
Wow. Maybe you're right.
Fair.
Let's
What
take
kind
a
of life
rest.
was that man living before
I mean-
Rogar killed him?
Go into
Unintentionally.
the cellar and find out, I
Mind you, I did
guess.
try to kill him.
No, tomato, Rogar. It didn't try to kill. You could
Intent,
try
I
either
think,
way.
has somewhat of a and some sort of weight to the scales of what's right and wrong.
Good news, you guys find supplies in the cellar.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, actually. Enough food stores to last months, probably. Of course, you can transport it in your bag of holding easily enough.
I think we should do that. Because, by Rogar's logic here, if we're using it when they're not going to be using it anymore, it's not technically stealing. So, I like this, Rogar. I like the way you think now. It's not
Okay.
actually killing if you didn't mean to.
I didn't intend to murder.
Yeah, you would have fit in with my family.
Mm.
I like this.
I've met your family, and I do not think that is accurate.
Oh, come on. It's all about how you phrase things anyway, right? I'm just pat him on the back. Let him sleep with that tonight. All right. So, Trist, could you put up your beautiful home so that we can not be surprised by anything out here?
Hold, please.
As you are preparing, Rosier, you send your message to Commander Redclaw. It has to be 26 words. What does Rosier say?
He's trying to turn on all his buttons. What have we learned? What message do you think we should send, Rogar? There you
go. 26 words, eh?
Yeah.
26 words.
Yeah.
Or less, right?
Or less.
Or less.
Yeah. No more than.
Shit was on fire.
Oh, that shit was on fire. God damn it.
Everything was on fire, man. It was like fire.
That shit was burnt, yo.
And then this guy died, and then we took off his head. Later.
Much love, Rogar,
XO.
Alchemy's Haven. Destroyed. No survivors. Not anymore. That's not what I said. No survivors. Where's that flash? Yeah.
We got plenty.
Investigating further. Large tunnel found. Contact again once resolved.
Send snacks.
If Rosier can put whatever he wants to say. Rogar said.
No, we'll send the message exactly as Rogar dictates.
Okay. Rosier sends the message. You get a reply back, Rosier. All right. I feared that they had a foul ending. I appreciate you looking into the matter. While I am grateful for your investigation, I feel that your talents would be better put to use, furthering your goals. Do not feel the need to put in too many resources into finding what ultimately will be corpses.
pass that along to Rogar.
Well, we'll sleep on it, see how we feel in the morning. Yeah.
Well, once we get Trista's fancy castle.
You go to that rest. In the magnificent abode of Tristan
most
Varel.
magnificent.
Its many rooms. I'm assuming Trist, once again, per usual, sits by the fire at night in his study of books.
Yes.
That he just has one open and just kind of touches and reads with Braille now. I'm not sure how he does it anymore.
I just sit longingly in front of the fire.
Perhaps
My
it's
life
like
could have been
a night
different
fire,
people.
and so you can see. Yeah, that's weird, but sure, why not?
That is weird.
I don't know. Maybe he just sits in a fireless room, no light, so he can see and read
Yes, darkness.
in complete darkness. All right. Does anybody want to discuss anything with each other or anything like that?
So Rogar.
I mean, Zune was trying to cast wish spells every time we rested.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I don't have the spell slot for it. I blew it the last encounter. I know. I was actually like, oh, this is a great opportunity, but it's fine.
Every time. And do a wish every day.
Oh, yeah. So Rogar, I do have to concede you were right. This definitely made far better material than anything I could have come up with. So, thank you. You are my muse.
I appreciate it, Skull. It is an honor to have songs written about me.
Still trying to figure out what to call it. Wow. The possibilities. Screaming rat. I'm a dragonborn. No, wait. Wrong genre, wrong thing. Sorry. Getting all my games mixed up. But this is fantastic. No, really. Thank you for insisting. And I really think the best possible outcome was achieved. So, and if you, I was a little mean to you earlier. If you want to feel good about it, I mean.
Of course not.
You accidentally killed a guy who was obviously miserable. So, you did him a favor, right?
Thank you, Zune.
Yeah.
I
Well,
would appreciate your empathy and
anytime.
caring approach.
Anytime, Rogar, I'm here for you. Okay.
I appreciate it, Zune. Thank you. I know I can rely on always a helpful word from Zune.
Absolutely. Anytime. And I'm going to grab Velree and start cackling down the hallway with her about, oh my God. We're going to go dish a little bit about this whole day.
Her handmaids silently trail the both of you.
Oh, well, you have to say that every time, bro.
I'm going to slam
With
the
their
door
heads
before I
down.
walk there. No, you don't need that. You're negative.
I ever DM you. It's on.
As you rest for the night, nothing
It's
else
really
under
fucked up the party if you think about it. I mean, Velree's handmaidens, Trist's eyes, Zune's whole family. It's really,
I mean, Dan's on his third character, so.
it's just that's like
Shit.
It's all fun. We've had a blast.
So here we go. The next day arrives. You all feel well rested. Step out to the crisp air. You are assuming it's morning. The atmosphere has changed so much at all, really. It's kind of that white out. but you're free to do as you wish.
So, Rogar, are we going down this hole now? Get out my pen and paper.
Well, it sounds like Commander Redclaw. Appreciate us moving forward. So, unless the rest of you want to go, I assumed no one would want to go. Razara?
No, sounds dumb.
Just your thoughts.
You'll be able to see down there, Trist. You wanna?
Something more I would love than go exploring in the dark.
You could actually see, huh?
Ominous tunnel.
We should thought was
Dark.
Just
we should take the dark.
black covering half his face now. You know?
Yes, it is. He just drapes his hair in front of his, his empty eye sockets now.
Nothing more than I'd love to go at the top. Something in the way.
Oh, God. Well, if we're moving forward, if any of you have your map on you, we're actually getting into the Frigid Wastes officially. So, you have a decision to make. Your ultimate goal is the Plateau of Lang. That's kind of the vague circle you were given. There are a couple routes you could take. The most direct route takes you through the territory of the Children of the Mountain, through the endless slopes. Or you could take the most traveled path through the domicile of the Flesh-Eater tribes, which will take you to the Chosen of Amu, the encampment where Rogar's tribe lives. Or you could pass through the Blood Crow tribe's domicile of the Haunted Woods, bypassing the Flesh-Eater tribes, making your way alternatively in the same direction of Rogar's encampment, far to the north.
I want to see where Rogar was born, personally.
Two of the three paths will lead you in that direction.
So the flesh-eating path is the most common one, you say?
Flesh-Eater tribes is that, well, it's wide open territory. It's just like, it's just kind of like hills and just empty plain of snow
There's
and
flesh-eaters
ice.
there?
Rogar
me?
Rogar would know that the local tribesmen are cannibals in that particular area. The ones that dominate that particular area eat other sentient creatures.
Cool.
Makes it hard.
Not
So
so
not
much
just-
drinking, much more of an eating, like
Oh.
like full on.
I ate flesh one time.
It's true.
You did. What about the Blood Crow tribe? Well, what's their deal?
They're a little more mysterious, Rogar. They are seen as ill omens, and not a lot of. You don't know of many people that ever walk into the forest and then leave.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
But it would be a shorter route than going through the Flesh-Eater tribes.
You
Domicile.
said many. You said you don't know of many, but not.
There's at least rumors.
Not everyone.
So at least some people have made it out.
Yeah.
Whispers of like massive birds of prey and things that It's hard to tell. Shadows are unique within the forest. It may have a strange pull to a more deathly realm.
One that we're familiar with.
Only good thing half the party's dead.
So it might be okay.
Well, if we go through I would also appreciate going to see my tribe. If we go through the flesh carvers, we will have to carve our path through them. They deserve nothing but death.
Do you guys not have trade or anything? Like, is there no...
No one trades with the Chosen of Amun.
How isolated are you guys? Are you like Moog isolated or...
More so.
What is Moog isolated?
Yeah.
How isolated if there's no trade?
We live alone. It's too cold for most individuals to survive.
Is that gonna work, Tris?
Most tribes stayed clear in the past. I do not know what it is like now, but most tribes stayed clear because it was under protection of my father.
Okay, and I know we've asked before, and you don't know your mom. Your dad just brought you home as an egg one day, and you were born, right?
No, I don't know my mother.
I mean, you know this territory, so I'll follow you wherever, but...
For the Blood Crow tribe, I have a little experience with.
You do know the flesh eaters have animosity with your tribe for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As well as they also have animosity with the tribe of Jotun, the Hallmars tribe in the nearby caverns, which are frost giants.
We could always go through there.
Are the frost giants, do they have good relations with your people, or...
They actively hate and kill each other regularly.
Yeah. Roger actively gets angry when you even mention a giant. Thieves. He doesn't like giants.
Okay, so we have the cannibals that hate your tribe. We have the frost giants in the caverns that hate your tribe, and then we have the mysterious dead forest that nobody ever comes out of.
Not many tribes in the Frigid Waste are cordial.
How did you get here? Like, all the way back to the kingdom, the mainland. Well, I guess this is your mainland. What path did you take?
I took the path through the flesh cocks, across the tundra, across the mountains. Carvers. Why would I say flesh cock? Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, just pick whatever path you think is best that will get us one that you think Trist can survive.
I've made it this far.
But he said it's going to be horrifically cold up there and no one can really survive it.
Speak for yourself.
Rogar strokes his chin in contemplation.
Need all the cold weather gear we can get.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was said?
I was just going to survive a visit with your... Sorry. I was just going to survive a visit to such a cold place.
He's got
cold weather gear. You guys all do.
Gear.
But, yeah, but I mean, other people would have cold weather gear, and you said that no one else can survive in that area
That
except.
was because of Amu himself was present.
Okay.
He is not present anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, then yeah, let's go.
Yes, I've been searching for my father for many a year.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Have you?
Again, I began my journey doing so. I
Yeah.
failed.
Taking
You
us right
found
back
any-
to where you started.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be expecting something when you go back, though, right? Like a resolution.
And I will have to tell them of my failure.
Hang your head in shame.
I'm about to switch out, but
There's no shame in that.
Problem. As you
Thank you,
move
Tristan.
north, deciding that you are going to take the path of the flesh eaters. That is where we will take our first break.